So there's a bit of a discussion going on right now about the hype of Wuthering Waves, because in case you haven't heard, well, let's just say the hype stocks for Wuthering Waves have just shot through the roof, a new all-time high in terms of player base, especially when you look at the Steam chart, which is the best type of data we have for us, the public. The data, of course, the best one to have it is, of course, going to be Wuthering Waves themselves, where they have the culmination of all active players across multiple platforms. And due to this, there seems to be a little bit of a conversation about Wuthering Waves hype as a game, really. And this has been very accentuated by the presence of streamers coming in to Wuthering Waves, specifically gamer streamers. Because as we all know, streaming is not about just playing video games with people in chat anymore. The day is gone. Now we have to be specific. So gamer streamers are playing Wuthering Waves. Now, Wuthering Waves has been played by a very big gamer streamer, Asmongold. He wasn't even sponsored for that, and that speaks volumes in how good Wuthering Waves is as a video game. Before it is a gacha, it's actually a solid video game. And now it seems for that to have extended beyond just good old Asmongold. We even have TenZ coming in to Wuthering Waves. Now, TenZ, I think he is the guy. Now, TenZ, for those who haven't heard, has had a massive breakup recently with a very other popular streamer who he did a lot for, but she ended up not living up to half of the things he done for her. Pretty sad story. And in true man fashion, when you lose your IRL girlfriend, you can always revert to your 2D anime baddies for comfort. This is a true Giga Chad move. We all know why he's playing Wuthering Waves. He just will never admit it. But anyway, I want to go over this video with good old Glyph Keo. But before that, I want to look at this from 49,000 players to 0. This is obviously clickbait, but I did hear recently that after the Cyberpunk collabs, let's just say the spike, the patch was done. Typically, gacha games hype lifespans are, let's just say the spike is around 3 to 5 days, right? Like people come in, people that didn't have time, they start coming in, and by the day 5, everybody's done with the content and they just move on, because for the majority of players, they don't want to sit here having to do those dailies to keep getting 2D anime baddies. Like they can just get whatever's recent at the time they're playing, if they can. If not, it's fine. The players play gacha games differently for the most part than what is commonly known as how they should be played, or how the devs, and not how the devs wants to keep coercing you in how to play it and what you should care about the game. It's pretty fascinating in my opinion. But anyway, let's look into this real quick and then we'll move on to the main topic at hand. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to not miss any updates.
I guess I better go subscribe to VXV Gacha.
WuWa version 3.4 just hit different, thanks to the Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I'm getting tired of this bot voice. They need a new one. They need more voices. Yeah, for all these faceless channels, we need more. I'm tired of all these. They're all the same. I don't even recognize the channel anymore.
Lab. The game shattered records with a massive all-time peak of 49,497 concurrent players on Steam. Creators like Pirate Nation are calling it a massive success, noting how incredibly well the cyberpunk characters fit into the WuWa universe.
Not only that, I feel like they did a good job. I'll be real. I'm about to get into hot water for this one, but I'm about to say it. Bit of a hot take, bit of a brave take here. I think Wuthering Waves has portrayed Rebecca better than the show ever could. That's just me. Rebecca was done way better in Wuthering Waves, better than in the show. He just stole the show for me. But because I rewatched the show after I'd done the Cyberpunk collab patch, I went and rewatched the show. Rebecca just didn't hit the same. They did Rebecca fantastic. Lucy, but Lucy, then again, the show, like, she's technically the MC, so. Yeah, I'll be real, man. I'll be real. That's just I'm dying on that hill.
But wait, parody account ArcBig is already asking collab failed since the player count dropped back to normal in just 4 days.
That's very normal. That is totally normal.
So, was it genuine long-term hype or just a temporary spike?
Of course it's a temporary spike. This is the nature of these games. This is the nature of these gacha games. Now, in 3.5, I don't think we're gonna reach back this spike again anytime soon. It's gonna take some time, 100%. They are going strong with Yang Yang and all that. Like they are really, really hitting us with banger after banger after banger. Can your wallet keep up? But the reality is, this was quite the moment. Like a Cyberpunk collab, this has been hyped for a year. Cyberpunk is a very big name. So yeah, it just won't be the same. And of course, that has brought a lot of players from the mainstream to really want to try Wuthering Waves, as we've seen from an all-time high number. But it's just not enough for your classic average gamer, non-gacha gamer specifically, to sit here and keep playing these games. That's just not in their nature. That's just not going to happen. So realistically, it makes total sense for these numbers to be exactly what they are from what we know of players' behaviors when it comes to these games and how they are in the general consensus of the gaming sphere. All right, let's see what TenZ has done for the Wuthering Waves space.
Wuthering Waves is becoming mainstream. I think a lot of
Becoming? It has been mainstream. What? Ever since Jeff Keighley tweeted about Wuthering Waves, it has been mainstream. Since Asmongold played Wuthering Waves, it has been mainstream. It has been mainstream for quite some time, man. What do you mean becoming? No. It is. Period. It is the gacha game next to Genshin Impact. It is right up there.
people have already shared that statement a lot. It is a conversation that has been happening since a year ago, with tons of new content creators covering
There it is. So he knows. It's been a year.
The characters dominating social media.
Yep.
The game won an award at the Game Awards 2025. Everybody considered it to be
I loved how it was player's voice. We said, yo, Wuthering Waves is it.
the peak of Wuthering Waves. But recently, with the Cyberpunk collab, conversations about the game have been becoming even more widespread. So much so that they reached TenZ, one of the most popular esports players of all time.
Wait till you roll. You're actually so clean. What the counterattack?
Yeah.
Oh, what the there's a parry? Oh, there's a parry function!
Yeah. He didn't
Oh
know.
my god. Oh wait, how do you okay, wait. How do you do this? How do you do this?
Wait for the circle. There you
Oh
go.
my god, the combat is sick.
Of course, the community welcomed him with open arms, and it became a very popular talking point in the space. But why does this matter? Well, before that, if you want to see more content from me, feel free to smash the like button and subscribe.
do
Hit
that
the
right now.
notification bell icon to keep up with my videos. Without wasting any more of your time, let's just get right into it. First, let's address the big elephant in the room. Who is TenZ? I am sure most of you are gacha players already and have probably never heard of him. So how are we gonna talk about how big this situation is without you knowing who the main character of the video is? Because
True.
this guy is not just any esports pro player, this guy is the esports pro player. Just like who Faker is to League of Legends, TenZ
He is to Valorant. Yeah.
Coincidentally, they are both in the same org, but that just happened recently. Let's go a bit further back.
Faker has got to be the most legendary gamer I've ever heard of. Hands down. Like, Faker is... I don't play League. I've never tried League. Well, I tried like once, but I just didn't like it. It didn't click for me. And I saw the damage you can do to someone's life. That was that deterred me a lot from wanting to play the game. That's for sure. But I even my ass knows of Faker and just how legendary he is in terms of popularity. Like that's next level shit, man. Like, oh my god, like being good at being legendary at video games can really make you. You know what? Hold on. What's Faker's net worth? God damn, bro's a multi-millionaire, bro. Oh no, Jesus. $50 million. It could be up to $50 million. That's a shit ton of money.
TenZ really feels like a once-in-a-lifetime type player. Oh, man. All up in Lucy's face, and he's getting a jumping one as well on his feet. I said this the first time I called TenZ. This is his world, and we're just living in it.
As you can see, TenZ's mechanical skills are just out of this world. His popularity truly exploded in April 2021 when he was loaned into an org called Sentinels. In his prime, TenZ straight up carried Sentinels to a championship where they did not drop a single map during the entire tournament. His level of mechanical dominance during this era created the largest individual gap between one player and the rest of the professional scene in the game's history. It is like he is smurfing, and that is putting it lightly, because he's playing with other pro players. But skipping forward,
Imagine being so good, you make the top ranked players feel like you're smurfing. Oh my god. Gee, how good can you be?
A lot of things happened, and he retired from pro play and decided to become a full-time content creator. Luckily for him, he is not just a robot who aims well. He has hella personality, and he has a lot of fans. And this is a fun fact, but I just find it kind of funny that TenZ and the CEO of Wuthering Waves both cosplayed the characters from ReZero.
I feel like some pictures should not be shared. I gotta unsubscribe from Glaive Keo, man. Now I gotta work all day to forgetting these images.
Who knew that fate would bring them together like this?
Rise up into light. Whoa. Renew your definition.
It all started when he was queuing for a comp game in Valorant. For the higher ranks in the game, understandably, it takes a long time to queue. I remember back in the day he would play aim trainers, but recently I have seen him play other games. On one stream he said,
Literally any time now. Wait, should I play WuWa while I'm in queue? Because I literally just installed it. I was gonna try it out because the combat like seems so much more intuitive and more fun than Genshin.
I wonder what he's talking about. I wonder what he is talking about.
and just like that, the journey began. But well, his first playthrough wasn't really a playthrough, he was just playing it in between queues. So it's not like he actually dove deep and spent hours on it. He fought Dreamless, the introduction boss, with
Fucking based, by the way. That's exactly how you should treat gacha games. They're side games. You just, if your computer can handle it, you alt tab from the images. Best shit you can do.
which hooked him into the game. Like literally every one of us when we first started. But then he just went back to playing competitive games like Valorant and League. The next day though, after finishing his competitive games, he spent the rest of the stream playing Wuthering Waves, just because a lot of chatters were asking him to play it. And as you can see, from the stream time alone, you can assume he enjoyed his time playing it, because he streamed way longer than usual on that day. But getting into the game though, he was immediately—
Well, a new game will do that. Like, let's not sit here and pretend like it's just gonna be WuWa. Are we gonna sit here and pretend like when you don't get a new game, you call in sick, you cancel your plans with your friends and everything? Because like, I found something, boys. I'm glued to the seat. Like, that was me when I first found Genshin, Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Wuthering Waves. Well, not really, actually, because Wuthering Waves had a little bit of issues, optimization issue at the start. Yeah, that's right. Plus, it wasn't my first rodeo, you know, because I knew Wuthering Waves is just more of a post-apocalyptic Genshin. Like, I'm still, you know, I'm a little pessimistic towards WuWa at the start, but I knew we had something good in our hands, and I encouraged it, and there we go. We're now there. But I still endorsed and supported Wuthering Waves throughout this journey, and I'm happy that I did, and I'm glad to see that I was right about I picked the right horse. Yeah, that's right. And I feel like that's just a gamer thing, where once you find something you really enjoy, you're just gonna get glued to your seat. You're gonna lock in, and that's not limited to just Wuthering Waves. Because like, I don't want people, because like, I know people are gonna see Glaive Keo. This is coming from Glaive Keo. They're gonna be like, well, of course, because it's Wuthering Waves, right? Wuthering Waves makes people go insane. No. It's every game. This is a true gamer behavior. Is what I'm explaining. There's no kudu batting here. No nothing. This is pure gamer behavior.
immediately met with the biggest filter for every new player that starts playing Wuthering Waves: dialogue. Mountains and
Wait, I don't see a skip button here. What the hell?
mountains of straight up dialogue. Thank the gods and Solon, we have a skip button.
Okay, should
There it is. That's simple. There it is.
I just skip this?
Yes.
Okay, Sana tells you that Jinshi will meet in 3 days.
Let's
Fucking based. See, that's how you play these stories, bro. That's how you play. You know there's bloat. You know there's just some weird world building crap that ultimately doesn't really matter. You can easily figure out the rest. Like, you just complete the image by yourself. Like, you don't need to watch it.
Still, he was pressing that skip button a lot. And I don't know, I just don't see that as a good sign.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's the problem? See, a lot of people like to keep doing this thing, or, oh, well, you're just skipping through that. Like, you can't give your take about. This is how I like to navigate. This is how I like to. It's like saying people complaining about, oh, you used a fork and a knife to eat. You have to eat it with your bare hands. I still tasted it, didn't I? I chewed. I did what you did. It's just that we have a different way of consuming. That's it.
I mean, imagine going from a competitive game where you have to log in to win to reading a cluttered dialogue story. He also struggled immensely with pronouncing words that are either Chinese or the jargon in the beginning of the game. And there is a ton of
normal.
explaining.
I don't know how to pronounce it, man. Imagine like just learning English and then trying to fucking read this.
Dude, the terms at the start of the game. What's this? Sexagenary cycle. That sounds like a sex toy. What is that?
I'm literally a one trick and I still can't do this.
Thankfully, he still gave it a chance. I remember back then I was using the skip button very often.
There it is. One of the #1 kudu bats. He's admitting to that shit. Look, dude. Hey, look. I don't want to hear no grandstanding, no nothing about against people that use the skip button. Just skip shit. I skip shit a lot. I don't give a shit. And I still understand the story. I understand the main purpose, the main points, and that's it. And I still find it enjoyable despite me skipping a bunch of blow. It's fine.
Myself. If it weren't for the gameplay, I would have quit.
This is like asking players to eat the pizza with the crust. Sometimes I don't want to eat the crust, bro.
Immediately. I guess that goes the same way for TenZ, because after the YapFest tutorial, a lot of features of the game unlocked for him, and that includes the trials for the newer characters. And oh boy, like I don't even have to explain anything. The face that he makes when he enters the trial stage is just priceless. It actually became a meme on Twitter.
You can press G and look down for stronger damage.
Wait, we can do that? wait, pause. What am I supposed to do?
You can press G and look down for stronger damage.
I have to press G and look down. Okay. That's good to know.
You guys are so stupid.
W chat. I need chatters like this one. I need chatters like this one right now. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already.
It's fascinating because in the beginning, he experienced the parry system and got hooked. But when he got to the trial stages and he sees the ults and animations, I think he actually fell in love.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh,
god.
they gave him an account, right? Because I don't think you can get this team, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus. Sick. What the?
After testing the newer character,
Chisa, I'll be honest, like people that have downplayed Chisa, you know they're eating their words. They're like, no, I can't believe she's not a mid anymore. Dude, she is super fun. She is super fun. She feels like a badass. I love the thematics. She's just cool. I don't think she's, waifu material, but I think she's cool people.
there's on the banners and their teams, he went on to experience other parts of the game, like going back to the main story and skipping the dialogues again.
Yes.
But it's not all that, thankfully. There are other aspects of the game besides the story, right? He went out to explore. He unlocked flights. And this is what he said.
Imagine just taking flight through the air like that and just saying it's average afterwards. I'm actually a piece.
And you know what? I think that is fair, considering the environment and the tutorial was pretty basic. But brother, just trust the process because there is so much more to this. Trust me, just give it time because in the future, you will have moments like these.
Oh man, this is really good.
I know.
Dude, my
Oh,
asshole
man.
is fluttering right now.
I miss Renacita.
Oh my god, this is such a banger of a song.
I'm like I'm playing Kingdom Hearts.
But legit, the entire time, I just watched him as he literally explored the world, running around with the starter characters, killing animals with his god aim. I mean, I guess I can't blame him considering the game he came from. He spent time exploring the overworld.
We finally know why they have the aim function in gun characters. It's for ninjas like TenZ. Finally know. And you know what they should do is make that type of damage be greater than your average damage. They should reward players for being good at aiming. Can you imagine if they do that? That'd be pretty cool. I think that would be a good dog whistle for a first-person shooter gamers. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Tracking down quest markers, solving the puzzles, and fighting enemies. The veterans have a special word for it. We call it min picking. But God, as a
What?
the vet exploring the overworld, tracking down quest markers, solving the puzzles, and fighting enemies. The veterans have a special word for it. We call it min picking.
No, that's not what min picking is. That is completely inaccurate. That's playing the game. That's literally what you play for. Min picking is when a dick else to do, but you still roam around the world. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Go outside and get bitches. That is false. No, as a veteran, that is inaccurate. False.
But God, as a day one player who has played this game for such a long time, I honestly forgot how good it felt when I first started playing Wuthering Waves. I remember the feeling of being able to grapple, run on walls, and
Man, I wish they could expand on the grappling. Like, there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out. I would love to see that. That's why I'm waiting for Announcer to come out. I can't wait.
double jump. I remember back then there was like a
The
secret
swinging should
to
happen.
jump incredibly high in the game. Like, we didn't even have flight back then.
Yeah, and that's how that was the best way to navigate higher terrain. Basically, you jump. I think plunging. No, what I used to do is I jump, grapple, double jump again, and that's it. You can glide. And then you wait for the cooldown for the grapple to end, and you use it again. And now it used to piss me the fuck off how long the cooldown for the grapple was. I was hoping like it should be like 65 seconds. Should have
But
been
it
nice.
was already so magical to me. Seeing TenZ play is like seeing myself play for the first time. And it's a wonderful feeling. I explored
Yeah,
the map
the
and
nostalgia.
enjoyed every-
I'll be real, man. I still think what they're doing right now with bringing back Huanglong characters is actually nostalgia. I think so. I think there's a bit of nostalgia right now in Wuthering Waves. I do. I mean, when's the last time you actually went to the Jinzhou? I haven't in probably a year or so. Even when they introduced flight over there, I'm pretty sure I haven't 100%ed the rest of the map there too. 'Cause I'm locked in the new stuff because there's not much incentive to go back. But going back with an incentive and let's just say propulsing the story further and expanding on what's already been established there. Oh man, I can already feel the nostalgia coming in. And here's one thing I learned, especially as a Yu-Gi-Oh player: nostalgia sells. Nostalgia freaking sells. There's a reason why in Genshin Impact, Varka released now. That's nostalgia. When you see Varka, even my ass had to try and get him. Even Gacha Smack had to pull up. The reason why is because it's just nostalgia. Nostalgia is a very powerful tool media, whatever the form, can employ to really get some OGs feeling a little good. Because
every
it was
little bit
the
of it.
height,
But
the
for
peak
TenZ,
of that media.
map has gotten significantly bigger, and I'm just happy for him. Good for him. A highlight in the exploration that I think is worthy of talking about is when he found the red aura enemy. That was
Those are a classic.
probably the first time where he actually had to lock in a bit more in the combat.
We all did.
His characters were dying, and he actually had to dodge the attacks. And I
Yep.
think he's in the right mindset, you know? Right now, he's just
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Okay. Obviously, I'm just done.
But to be honest, I am glad that he reached that realization early, because we all know later in the game, especially in the holograms, it doesn't matter how much money you spend, it literally won't save you.
Yeah,
The
you
endgame
have to
bosses
dodge.
Here are straight up skill checks in every possible way.
Yep.
But that is what makes it fun. That is what makes it amazing.
That's what separates WuWa from the rest of the games in the same genre. That's where WuWa's identity is there. Like, if you want a good, decent challenge and be challenged as a gamer, WuWa is your game. That's it.
It is not just damage sponges, overinflated HP, but there are actually combat mechanics that you have to do,
Yep.
and it's so good.
And you have to learn, and you gotta understand the boss's attack patterns. And if you do not respect them, well, reset. Yep, that's right.
Thankfully, though, he has that pro player mentality, that competitive mentality.
There it
TenZ
is.
discovered his characters were literally taking self-damage because he was executing inputs incorrectly.
Why? Why does a character do self-damage? Combo failed?
Instead of getting mad,
All right, it's this character. This character does it.
his pro gamer brain triggered an obsession with mastering the combos. Beta losers will cry about Sanhua's playstyle, but the alpha TenZ, when he doesn't know how to play a character, he will learn it, and he will learn it well. Ule
I just play a different character. I don't have to keep working on this one character to learn it. I'll just learn someone else. That's what I do. Okay, well, I guess I'll just be trash at you. Well, I'll just play the other one. That's it. And plus, I'll be honest, I feel like the new characters are all simple to play. You know, because I don't even look up guides anymore. Basically, every time I see something shine, oh, your E is shining. Well, you just click it. The concerto bar is full. It tells you whether you should heavy attack or ult, etc. And you just click that. I said the game is basically holding my hand now. I feel like WuWa and Kuro, they're not getting enough prompts for this one. for normal average gamers like myself, like filthy casuals, we're eating really good right now in WuWa. I am. I don't even feel intimidated or oh my god, I have to go look up guides and stuff. The game basically, you just follow its lead. This shines, click it. That's it. It's that simple. But you still have sometimes to understand a certain gimmick about a character. That's when they expand further about skill expression. The more skillful and understanding you are of the game's mechanic, and especially the character's mechanic, the more damage you can do through them. So there's something for everybody. If you're filthy casual, you won't feel like a total noob that doesn't do anything. Because I did feel that recently with, for example, someone like Luke. But for the new characters, it hasn't been the case at all.
One of the more challenging characters to play, in my opinion. He learned her in just 10 minutes as a new player. He straight up entered the tutorial training grounds to practice the...
I don't want to be a dick here, but let's call a spade a spade. WuWa isn't that complicated as a game where even as a new player, you can understand things. 10 minutes is ample time. Ample time. It's like, come on. All right, come on now. Like, how low did the bar go? Now, how low did the bar go for real gamers? Now that's lowering the bar for those guys. See, those guys operate in a different level. Now that's lowering the bar for them. Now this is a classic. This is very normal. 10 minutes is ample time to learn something about a gacha character in a gacha game. You'd be pretty good at them. I'll be honest, I don't even spend that much time on them myself, and I'm a filthy casual.
Combo inputs, and I was just watching it, and it's just insane. This guy has potential. The thing is, this is very interesting. I doubt
he has potential, bro. He's a pro gamer. What the? Come on, Glaive. I don't know what the fuck this part was, but anyway.
that he would even get into the game this deep without his chat being incredibly supportive. So I would just like to give a round of applause to who...
I'll be honest, I would not be as good as I am in Wuthering Waves if it wasn't for chat. Chat is my teacher. Chat is my sensei.
Whoever was there to watch TenZ play Wuthering Waves and give him tips about the game. You are the absolute goats. The chat provided the real-time combo strings.
And I feel like this is the best part about the interacting with the gaming community. If you play video games, the reason why you want to interact with its community is for this type of interaction. Like players telling you, giving you tips, giving you advice, and through that you build a whole relationship that could end up blossoming into a friendship. You could be best buddies before you know it. I think that is fantastic. Some people got married off just meeting through video games. It's a beautiful thing, man. This is why I highly and I adore. This is why I adore interacting with the community through these games, man. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, man. And also, that's why I don't like to, let's just be holier than thou, because, well, I like to be taught. I don't like to be Mr. Know-it-all too much. You know what I mean? I feel like I just want to have enough knowledge to defend myself in a conversation. If someone wants to grandstand on me, try to pretend like I'm a noob or something, but not enough where I'm grandstanding. I'm the one shitting on people, making them feel like total noobs. So, yeah.
During his training arcs, typing tips.
I don't want to be intimidating because I'm already intimidating by my face, so I don't want to be more intimidating.
Like ult before
not good for me socially.
They will tell him about the open world points of interest, like the Red Echo boss we talked about. Without chat, he wouldn't have known it existed. They let him know that IMF or WChat has 2 ults, and that is a big thing because as a new player, nobody would suspect 2 ults, right? And let's be honest.
That was me with Augusta. I didn't know 2 ults, but it turns out it was.
Here, IMET's ult is probably the best in the game, and we all had that same reaction when we saw the big robot and the bass drop sound. So TenZ got a pretty good clip when he saw that live on stream. And because TenZ came from a Genshin background, chat also helped him getting familiar with the characters or with the systems, like how copies of characters work like constellations in Genshin.
If you've played the gacha game, this is what they say. If you played one, you played them all. In the sense of certain mechanics, they just copy each other. So for the most part, you already have a pre-established knowledge of how the new game is going to be like in a lot of its facets. So it's good. No, you know, it's always a good reminder. It's just like Genshin for the most part, but this is what's different. All right, let's learn. That's a beautiful thing. And I feel like players always feel good when there's familiarity and pre-established knowledge of what's to come and what they're going to interact with, they feel like they're, let's just say, familiarized with the game already. And familiarity is something a lot of people in general, not just in games, seek and look for, and it makes people a lot more comfortable to want to interact with something because they see some familiar aspects to it.
TenZ got lost in the UI, the chat provided direct instructions, like C is for echoes, to check his mail, press this button to open that. They also gave him poll advice, which is actually very debated in the chat. They initially told him to save the resources because obviously there's a Cyberpunk collab coming. They warned him about the early traps. They explained that the pity carries over. They guided him to maximize the discount banner. But you know, of course, gacha players love to gamba.
Yeah. And plus, he's a multimillionaire. He can afford it. It's fine.
So eventually, TenZ folded and wailed on the game. I think it's a pretty funny situation since he is a literal multi-millionaire. But chat is
Here it is.
still telling him to save his polls. But I think it's also a
It's good advice. It is good advice. Ultimately, just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you should just spend it frivolously. Be smart. Always be smart with your money. You're going to be grateful for yourself for doing so.
good sign, because these are just good faith chatters who wants TenZ to have the best experience possible. But
well, it's not just that. It's also you get to experience how other players experience the game. Because for a lot of, let's just say, rich streamers, they always try to have like a free-to-play account. The reason why they have that is to always understand how it is for the majority of the player base, which is exactly who they're interacting with the most. So it makes total sense to want to understand and have a similar experience to the majority of your audience. It's just smart business, really. And plus, well, I think it's good from time to time to also discipline yourself a little bit. That just because you have it doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend it on anything. And the reality is, whether you like it or not, these gacha games are very expensive in terms of the characters, in terms of the resources. They're incredibly expensive. And, well, the resources you get through this are not easy to resell. So resale value is tough. So for the most part, it's money just spent on predatory tactics, which a lot of players will tell you is not the smartest way to spend your money.
my number one praise goes to the top comments on his YouTube livestream VOD. It reads, pretty much what WuWa does is get you hooked into the game early with the combat, but everything else around the game consistently improves. The story early for this region has a lot of terminology you need to understand, and it is slower pace, but afterwards, you will not want to skip the story at all.
True.
In the first few acts, it's understandable, but give it a proper try after you finish Act 6. You won't be disappointed.
I feel like this is like anime. For stories, typically, if you tell me, oh, you have to wait for it to pick up, that's a red flag. I'll be honest, that's a red flag, because I feel like the story has to hit first so that it hooks me, and then I go from there. The thing about Wuthering Waves, what hooks you is because it's a video game. You're coming in to actually for the gameplay and not necessarily the story. That's what keeps you really, really there. But the reality is, if we're talking strictly story, I don't think this is a good argument. But again, WuWa can get away with it because it's a video game.
WuWa's story is really damn good now, especially for a streaming experience due to how cinematic it gets. It is like you are playing through an interactive movie game. So yeah, please give it a proper chance once you start getting into Act 5 or 6 of the first chapter. After these acts, you will see improvements in pretty much everything. So take your time and enjoy it. To which TenZ actually replied, I will keep this in mind while I'm playing more on stream. Thanks for the advice. Happy face emoji.
Bro actually said happy face emoji.
Probably from a lot of the content I've been doing with Wuthering Waves recently, they reached out and were like, "Yo, you want to do a sponsor stream?"
Based.
And I love the game so much already, and I was like,
Hell
"Wait,
yeah.
hold on a second. Like,
Gentlemen, I can get paid for this.
You want to work with me, and I get to play a goated ass game on stream?"
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, say less. Another song.
I mean, at this point, it is obvious that TenZ likes this game a lot. He spends a lot of time on it, and he even spends real-world money and wailed to get Shiza, a man of culture indeed. But he doesn't just get the characters, he actually learns how to play them optimally. This is the high-tier new player that every game actually needs. To make it even more clear, this is what he said at the end of his stream.
I put this game heavy. I'm gonna be completely honest. This game is one of the coolest games I've ever played.
Yeah.
I think in terms of like because I think people would like compare this game and Genshin because they're pretty similar in that aspect.
No, similar in some of the formulas applied, but the reality is I feel like they have two different identities at this point. At first, maybe, but now that's it. It's over. There's not much going on in terms of comparison, in my opinion.
But I think they're really good for different reasons. I think this one definitely is more catered towards my type of brain.
There's different types of audiences. Genshin is for the neo gamers. WuWa is for, gamers that have had their time in the sun, in the gaming sphere, and want something, mechanically respectable. That's it. It's that simple. OGs.
Where it has like the more intense combos, like parrying and like
for OGs
and shit like that.
Yep.
I think I love that kind of stuff way more.
Yeah.
So I think this is probably my most like fun one, in my personal opinion.
Yep.
Like the combat feel is
so good.
Is disgustingly good.
Yeah, 100%.
The combat feel is actually disgustingly good.
Amazing.
I think the Genshin combat, I do feel like
it's sluggish, slow. It's a mobile
like
game.
I press EQ,
That's
maybe
it.
one heavy, and then switch to the next character, and then do like EQ heavy, and then switch to the next character.
Yep.
You can just like do that rotation over
It's
and over.
easy. It's
but
easy.
This one was like, dude.
I feel like he also failed to mention the fast pace. Like when you're playing WuWa, the attacks, the movement, everything feels so fast and smooth. Genshin feels sluggish and slow. I think that's a very important note to keep here.
I don't know. The fact that my character almost kills itself when I do the combo wrong, pretty fire. It's actually so
Oh,
fire.
I think it's just one character, not all of them.
It punishes you for being bad.
Looking at this, it is pretty clear cuts, right? It is not like Genshin is bad. Nobody said that. And I hope people don't make narratives and don't make shit up about anyone saying that. Wuthering Waves is just more catered to his brain. The ultimates, the animations, the combats, the exploration, those are the things that just click with him. Even the 4 stars have amazing animations and design. So much that he
the fact that the 4 stars have their own ult animations, that was already a massive W.
actually learn how to play them. Every character in this game is designed in a way that feels like they matter. And personally, I love that. So I can't wait for TenZ to experience the game a lot more and find out more things to love as he plays. Because if you feel this way about the game in the very early versions already, trust me, you are only going up from here. Because Wuthering Waves ages well, like a fine wine. It rises in stock like Bitcoin. But the difference is, it is never too late to join and have fun together. But what do you think about the TenZ situation? Do you think it's a wholesome story? Do you think you should invite more content creators to cover it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. Share the video to the people you think might enjoy the video as well. But that is all from me, Glaive Keo, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.
Hey, we appreciate you, baby. We appreciate you. Well, shit. I don't think we need much CCs covering this, really. I think we're fine. If anybody likes it, pull up. If not, it is what it is. I feel like WuWa is at a very, very good spot right now. We're chilling, we're growing, we're having this good, sweet, organic growth. And all in all, any new player, whether it's a streamer or just a random, is more than welcome to the community, to the game. I think it's a good game, a very solid side game. I feel like people should always aware of the predatory tactics they employ, WuWa, Genshin, or what have you. They're all after, let's just say, making you value certain things that aren't inherently valuable in the eyes of society, nor yourself, really. And you have to watch out where they can be valuable to you in terms of valuable enough where you can enjoy having them, but not enough where you want to sacrifice some things for their sake, because some things are more important, even though the game is trying to tell you otherwise. That's just, as long as you're mindful of that, you should be good. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Be seeing you.